Hello everyone, my name is Nakia and this is my individual project 1 for the data engineering course. So to begin with, I'm going to talk about exactly what my repo contains and the file structure. Now, this repository essentially analyzes the top, it analyzes the top 10 global business school MBA rankings using a data set taken from Kaggle. I have used Python and Jupyter Notebook in order to create summary statistics, to create visualizations, and for automated testing using the help of a dev container, Docker file, and a CI/CD pipeline. Now let's go into the file structure and what my repo contains. It essentially begins with a dev container, JSON, and a Docker file. There are also four different workflow files, which are format, install, lint, and testing to ensure the entire development works, to ensure my CI/CD works integrates perfectly. Then after that, I have a lib.py file, which essentially contains all the helper functions that I will use to import that I will import in mainfile.py, mainfile.ipy notebook, as well as my test lib. Then we have a makefile and all the four different Python functions and notebook function Python files and notebook files that will be used in order to create the visualizations and the summary stats. The requirements.txt contains all the all the packages required for testing, for creating charts, etc. The data set, which has been taken from Kaggle, and I've created three different visualizations, which I will be going into in further detail, and the summary stats. Now, to begin with, there are five functions in my file, which I will be talking about in just a bit of time. And from that five functions, from the second one, summary statistics, is what has created a description. The summary stats it shows a description of three different criterias, which is value for money rank, salary percentage increase, and the overall satisfaction. In this case, as you can see, the average salary percentage increase for the top 10 MBA schools are 117.96%, whilst the overall satisfaction comes out to approximately 8.875%. Then after that, I have created a few visualizations. The first two that are the breakdown of international students and international faculty percentage-wise by school. And in both of these, it's consistently shown that INSEAD has the highest breakdown of both faculty, has the highest percentage of faculty and students relatively compared to the other ones, followed by London Business School, which has 15% of international students and 15.4% of international faculty. Now, besides the two pie plots, I have also created a bar graph which shows the ranking, which shows three different ranks per university, and those are value for money rank, career progress rank, and the career service rank. As and as it can be, and as you can see that no school particularly has all three consistently high ranks. So in this case, the students can choose based on their preference which rank they prefer more and then choose a school accordingly. Now let's go back. Now let's go to my VS Code environment, which isn't before that, sorry, before I forget, I've also created four badges that show that my install, format, lint, and test work perfectly. And in my VS Code, you can see that all my Python helper functions are created and put in the lib.py. And they have been called in both my Python notebook and in my main py file. And using variables given have been used to create the summary stats and the bar graphs. Similarly, my test lib imports the files from lib.py and tests for each and every function in terms of the viability, and those are imported in my test file, which then run the tests and ensure that everything works perfectly. In my makefile, I've used rough and as well as nbval to test for the notebooks and the lint test, which seem to pass successfully, as you can see in my terminal below. So this is my project, and it works perfectly. Thank you.